Hey everybody, what's going on? KSA Kris here, the Real Estate Blitz, and I want to do a quick one on an idea. So, I think I've said it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. We as real estate agents or real estate brokers, we are all fighting obscurity. People don't know about you. If you want to get more business, you got to get more people to know about you. You almost got to be like a politician. You have to be out there kissing babies, shaking hands, letting everybody know what your platform is, what you do, how you do it, and how you can help them, right? And in the process, it's really just trying to add value because right now, attention is king. If people don't know you, you're not going to do as much business. It just simply is what it is. So this idea today is an idea that we actually used, implemented, and it did great for us for a long time. And we got to a point to where we were so busy, we just didn't have time to do it. And I've been thinking about turning it back on because it did work so well because we're going into really the holiday season, which is a slowdown. So we're trying to blow out coming into first quarter. I think when I turn it on this time, it's something that we're going to do pretty much nonstop. I'm actually going to leverage the other agents to help me do it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So here's the idea. Things are changing so much, whether it's how people watch TV, how they listen to the radio. The traditional radio is dying, traditional TV is dying, direct TV is dying. I mean, a lot of this stuff is dying because everything's moving to a more online-based platform, whether it's podcasts, or YouTube or Netflix. I mean, there's a lot of these cool things that are going on. And what we're starting to lose, I would even say when you bring in the newspapers are like becoming extinct. Unless you're in a much older market, even the newspaper community is dying. And it's baffling because if newspapers would have just cannibalized themselves a little bit, they would actually be in the profit right now, as opposed to they just stuck to, we're just going to do this type of advertising and we're going to be focused on this, but they never adjusted with where the world is going. So, they have a very small niche market now and it's dying off every day. And in return, eventually it will die unless it converts or really cannibalizes what it is to become what it needs to become. So take advantage of this situation. And what I'm going to tell you to do is in your local community, okay? I'll get to that. In your local community, people want stuff. They want to know about the community. People that are moving there, people that live there, people that are curious about that area, they want information. It's just that the way to get information has changed so much that nobody's really being a thought leader for the community unless it still has a newspaper. But even still, people that are moving to that area, they really aren't just showing up to buy the local paper to try to find you, because that's the ultimate goal. So what I'm going to recommend is that you actually start creating content about the local community, and sharing that and putting it out there and creating this content that could be used by online media sources. You can create your own TV channel, create your own radio show, create your own blogs. And I'm going to tell you about a 5-step process. I have it written down over there because it's kind of what I do. So really it comes down to 2 things. First, you want to create a TV show and a radio show, or if you're going to have to pick between the two, start with the radio show first because it's probably the easiest. All you need, and I got some of the stuff right here. Hold on one second. All you really need is you can use a headset with a microphone, right? Or you can use a bigger microphone like this that actually, will record you to do it. And there's a whole bunch of different ways of bringing that in, whether it's recorders, you can do it right on your computer. I use GoToMeeting. And what you're going to do is you're going to start interviewing local community people that are going to add value or already have a following, that have a sphere of influence. So example, in our market, we have this guy, his name is Faro, and Faro is extremely well known because he owns a lot of the really, like the best restaurants in our community, he owns them. And everybody follows him online, and whenever he brings up something, like they just like hundreds and hundreds of likes in the local community Facebook groups. So we interviewed Faro. And the goal was, 1, we want to expose Faro to as many people as possible in the local community to let them know what he does, how he started, where did he come from. People want to hear stories. People, they don't want to just read negative. Everything is negative now. Everything sucks. Any media outlet and newspaper or magazine, they're trying to create drama to sell more freaking advertising space, and it's garbage. Why not create something positive about your community? Here's this guy, he came over here, he lived here at this time, his family came here, they started creating these Italian restaurants, they've had this success, and actually get to know that individual and create a story. And then in the process, you're also showcasing what he does and what he does for the community. You take that radio content really it's an audio recording that you can put on SoundCloud, Libsyn. You can put it on iTunes. You can also turn it into an MP4. A lot of different, and all you need to do is how to convert MP3 to MP4. If you put that into anywhere in Google, it'll teach you how to do it. That's what I did, and I use Movie Maker. I use a few different things depending. But then you convert it and you drop it on. You can put it on YouTube. You can drop it in Facebook. And you can actually turn the audio recording into a video recording, so you can actually upload that stuff and people can sit down and listen to it. And then you put a fancy logo behind it, which I did. The one we did was really cool. I had a local artist actually put it together, and it has a nice little setup. Now what's cool is that you can also do a video series. You can go out and actually say, good, now I'm going to take a videographer, or even me. And if you want to see somebody that's doing it like really good on the video side, go check out Kyle Whissle. Kyle Whissle does these amazing videos of all the different local food places in the market that he's in. And he gets hundreds of thousands of people to engage with his YouTube stuff on YouTube and Facebook, his videos that he does for these different community places. Why? A ton of people already love what they're doing and what they have, and it's part of the community. You're adding value to the community. You're really helping expose that community to what's in it, what's good, and what's going on. You're making the community feel good. 2, you're basically absorbing that community leader's sphere of influence. If thousands of people love eating at that place in the community, and hundreds of people engage with anything that they put up, now you put that out and they start learning about you as the local person that does this for the local community. And it's a game changer. Now, this is what's really cool. Let's take it to the next level. Okay, this is the 5-step, and I'm gonna look over. You create the video. Could be the audio that was converted to video, whatever it is, right? Or it could be an actual video interview. Either one, you create that content, you put it out. It's gonna go on Facebook, it's gonna go on YouTube, it's gonna be posted in your local community Facebook groups. I would also send it to the local Chamber of Commerce. I would also send it to the local newspaper or anybody else that might have it. Step 2, you're gonna create a blog. So you're actually going to transcribe that video. I actually pay somebody like $200 a month to transcribe all of this stuff that you see that I post. They go through and transcribe it, so you see the text stuff like right all under here. You see all the text stuff start popping up as I'm saying it, and it's coming out of my mouth. So they'll pop that up, but then they're going to convert that into a blog. Okay. Step 3. So the blog you can post that up, again, sending it to the newspapers. You can post it up as a blog on your website. You can post it up almost anywhere where somebody could read that content. And you can also share that as a contributor to different newspapers, things like that. Step 3, you're going to email. You're going to email that information. So you have your database, and you're actually going to say, hey, database, all these people that are interested in potentially buying or selling a home, I just interviewed Faro that owns X number of restaurants in Fallbrook, and I'd love to share this with you in case you're looking for a place to go and eat and you want to check out this place. It's fantastic. So if you did the video, whether it's showcasing it, whether it was a video interviewing that person, you send it out on email to all the people within your database to show that you're not just some guy that's always like, hey, you want to buy a house? Hey, you want to buy a house? Hey, you want to buy a house? You're actually somebody that's in the community, that's actually engaging and adding valuable content to the community and educating people about the community, right? So you're going to take that stuff, you put it on your website as well. So when people start searching, because now if you're talking about SEO, Fallbrook, restaurants in Fallbrook, or whatever it is. And the restaurants are just one part. You could do auto parts places, restaurants, you can do local charities, you could do the animal sanctuaries. I mean, it's endless. You should have an endless thing. You could even do stories just on, so here they have a historic society, and I'm sure they might in wherever you're at. And we went there and said, what are some of the oldest people that have really been engaged in this community that really helped build what it is? Hey, can you introduce me to them? Ask them, just listen to their stories. How amazing is it to listen to somebody that was around in the 20s, 30s, or 40s that tell about where the community used to be and how it got to where it is today, right? So blog. After the blog, now you're actually going to create an ebook. You're going to take all those blogs, as you have a whole bunch of different ones, and you create an ebook that goes out to people that are looking to research your community. Think about that. Okay, so I'm in this place, I'm in Fallbrook, and now I have an ebook that's based off of all of these different special places and interviews, and they're just basically retooling and repurposing the blog to actually, put it into a consumable content. Here's different restaurants. Here's a story behind this restaurant. Here's where you go for scrappies, and here's the tire place, and here's their story and what's going on. And same thing, you create an ebook, something where if somebody's researching moving to your town, or they're thinking about going and visiting your town, or they're exploring it, they can actually get something that's going to tell the stories of that town. And then the very last thing, step 5, is as you have enough ebooks smashed together and put together, you put them together and you actually create a book. You create a book for the town about all the different things and the history and the stories and all these different people that you've talked to, and you create a book out of it. And you can actually turn around and sell that. You can just put it up as a free book. You can put that into the local chamber and brand it with your face and your name. There's a lot of different things that you could do. Or you can, it'll help you start to become a contributor to the local paper, if there is a paper, if you have an older community, to let them know that you're this guy that's doing something. Nobody asked you to do it. Nobody's requiring you to do it. And you're not really making any money off of it, straight ahead money, direct money. But it's something that the community needs, they want, and they have a strong desire for. Because too many agents are going out and creating lead capture websites that are just capturing leads, but they aren't actually taking the time to educate anybody that might be coming in, that are there or may want to potentially move. They aren't actually feeding them information, and there's only usually a couple places that will. So be that thought leader in your local community by basically having a lot of fun and just interviewing a bunch of people. That's all I got today. Appreciate you as always. Do me a favor, like, share, and comment. If you can, go check out my YouTube channel. Just type in the Real Estate Blitz in Google and subscribe. I really would appreciate it, because I'm trying to, like I say it over and over and over, I'm on a mission. Trying to change the industry one video at a time, hopefully one agent at a time. If I can get one agent to watch what's going on and it helps them, because I'm not a guru, I'm not a coach, I'm just some guy, I'm an average guy that helped build a really good business, and I want other people to build good businesses, because the more professional we are as real estate agents and the better that we are, nobody's going to be able to come in and actually take our business from us by providing a whole bunch of crap online and cutting out the human aspect, which is what we provide, and professionalism. So I appreciate it. Have a good one, and I'll see you all tomorrow.